All right, all right. How's everybody doing this evening? You know who it is? It's JL, the anti-guru. And today, we're listening to some original music. And this is my daughter, guys. You know, she's a YouTube actor, voice actor. She's a singer. She's a graphic design artist. And I wanted to share some of her music with you. So we're going to listen to it just for a few more minutes or a few more seconds here. That's my baby singing. Cousin Jay, appreciate you coming on. We're listening to my daughter tonight, guys. Like I said, this is an original song from my little girl. And I got my favorite cup. I'm drinking some lemon ginger tea because I'm a little ape over you. All right. That's enough. My little girl is awesome. So talented. But tonight, we're going to be talking about sales scripts and how to overcome objections. This will be my last training on the sales scripts. There is a whole lot more in this training that I've got to finish going through, but I'm not going to share it with you because, again, I try to give you the most useful stuff. Let me get some of my lemon ginger tea so that I'll be able to talk without clearing my throat too much. I got some honey in there too. Yes, my daughter, she is, you know what? I remember a short little story about my little girl when I think my wife, she was about 8 months pregnant. We were standing in line one of them food banks to get some food. What's going on, Brother Joe? And we're standing in line. We get our little food from the food bank, and, you know, it's a Christian organization. So the folks are like, the guy said, well, you know, what do you want me to pray for you guys? And I told him, I want you to pray that my daughter is exceptional in all things. And God has answered my prayer. She is truly an exceptional child. I don't say that just because she's mine, but because it's true. She's got lots of talents. She has always hung out with the best people. She never gave us a bunch of problems. Didn't get pregnant as a teenager. She has exceeded our expectations in so many ways, and we're very proud. But like I said, we're going to get on with this sales script training. Again, this is going to be the last of this series. Next week, I will be starting something new on Monday. But like I said, we're going to jump right into it, you know, because here's the problem with most of us entrepreneurs. We listen, but we don't hear, you know, because when you're trying to sell somebody, whether it's a product or a service, you know, remember this, guys, buyers are liars and vice versa. Liars are buyers, buyers are liars. And the reason that's like that is, you know, you have these objections, and they're common objections. When I used to be a personal trainer, the most common objection I used to hear was, you know, besides price, was I'm going to have to talk to my spouse about that. And 9 times out of 10, that means the sale is dead, you know, and that's because I didn't know how to dig a little deeper. So so how do you overcome this? You use what I got, HATA, but we're going to call it HATA, just like my friend Billy Jean, because this is a training from his library of, how to do sales scripts, you know. And see, the problem is that most folks, even when, you know, they're too polite to tell you the real reason why they don't want to buy, why they don't want to commit, or whatever it is, and they're programmed not to hurt your feelings. So they give you these alternative answers to or objections to, so they can politely walk away and not feel bad. Well, at least I didn't hurt his feelings. You know, I didn't tell him the real reason, but, you know, that's good enough, because they don't want conflict. They don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You know, they want to avoid confrontation because it's easier. So, and but I'll tell you one thing about price. You know, because sometimes that's one of our biggest objections. Well, it's too expensive. I don't have the money. But I'll tell you this. If I told you tonight, I got a Rolls Royce for sale and I'm selling it for $5,000, I guarantee, like the old Cajun cook, that you'll find that $5,000 some kind of way, whether you put it on your credit card, you borrow money, you go get a loan, whatever you feel like you need to do, because the perceived value is there. So people will spend their money, and the money never, hardly ever is the objection, because we all have money. You know, you can tell, like, when somebody spends $1,000 on an iPhone, and you know, my phone cost me $80. Now, it might not do everything the iPhone does, but the core of what an iPhone does, like all of these cell phones, is you can make calls, you can receive calls, you can send texts, you can receive text. Those are the two main things that all these phones can do. But, you know, of course, the iPhone's got all these bells and whistles, and it's the perceived value of it. And that's why people ain't got no problem shelling out $800-900 for a daggone phone, which I'm boggled by that. But, you know, but like I said, when people say they don't have any money, they got the money. You know, they just don't want to spend it for whatever reason. You got to get down to the root of what that is. So let's dig a little deeper. You know, so what is HATA? HATA. It stands for hear them and thank them. Ask them for the truth, translate what they're saying, and then address their real concern. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples that you can model after. And of course, this all depends on what your industry is, what your niche is, what your product is. Oh, and before I forget, like I say, I want you to realize that there are 4 things that will stop people from doing business, what they don't believe in. 1, they don't believe in your product. They don't believe in you. They don't believe in themselves, or it's not worth it, which what we talked about earlier. So here's how the script goes, and I'm going to read this off because I haven't memorized it yet, but this is something that you need to memorize, because, you know, and we'll use the personal training as an example. I like to use that because I'm familiar with it. You know, I'll say, okay, here's the program, and it's going to cost XYZ. And what do they say? I got to talk to my spouse about this before I make a decision like this. So you'll come back with, well, I hear you, and I thank you for sharing that with me. But tell me, what else is stopping you from taking action today? Or if they say, well, I need to talk to my spouse. Okay, well, I appreciate you sharing that with me. I hear what you're saying, but usually there are other concerns. I found that there are other concerns that people have besides having to talk with their spouse. Or you can just come right out and say, if you had any other reasons why you couldn't do this today, what would those be? You know, so that's the script, and that's how it's supposed to go. So I'm going to go over these things again. So, and like I say, we're just using personal training as a service or product, so to speak. You know, if you hear, you know, like I say, I just don't think it's worth it. You know, then okay, well, I hear what you're saying, and I thank you for sharing that with me. But you could tell me really why you don't think it's not worth the price. Or again, is there any other concerns or any reasons that would stop you from making a commitment or purchasing today? Or usually there are some other concerns. I found that sometimes it's not the price, it's something else. So could you share that with me? And this is how, guys, that you can overcome some of these objections, the most common objections. Again, you can model this. It doesn't matter what business you're in. If you're in a business where you are trying to sell a product, sell a service, or if you are an online marketer and you're trying to sell somebody on your home business opportunity, these are the common things that you're going to come across. Let me get some more tea. Oh man, that is so good. So again, these are common sense kind of things. Ain't that right? A common sense monkey? Yeah, that's right. You gotta listen to Joe. But you know, again, I share these things with you because I want to see you succeed. That is my sincere desire, is to help you succeed, because I know my success is tied directly to the people that I help and serve. So again, you want to use this acronym HATA. You want to hear them and thank them. You ask for the truth, you know, and then translate what they're saying. Meaning, you hear what they're saying. Well, I don't really have the money or whatever it is, and say, okay, well, what is it? Well, we've had a tough time, or what is it? You can go on and on and on with that, and then address their real concerns. And I guarantee that you'll have a little bit more success getting those sales, getting those people to take that opportunity, getting people to make a commitment. Because remember, there are 4 things that people don't believe in. They don't believe in your product. They don't believe in you. They don't believe in themselves, believing that they can do or use whatever it is that you're offering. And finally, they don't think it's worth it. Hey, Tanya, appreciate you coming on. Got a queen on tonight, guys. So that is really one of the ways. And like, again, if you're going to have to practice it, you need to commit this to memory. I'm going to do it myself because, like I said, I just got through this training a little while ago, and I haven't taken the time. And again, I'll offer, this is how you need to do it, or how you could do it. Pull your phone out or sit in front of your laptop and record yourself going through this script, but continue to read these things and practice over and over and over again so that it'll become second nature. And I guarantee that you'll end up having a little bit more success, a little bit more. Better is more better. I'm going to get some more better, because more better make it more better. But it will improve your results. Again, I cannot guarantee sales. I cannot guarantee that you're going to make a ton of money. I simply want to offer you some solutions to some of the common problems that we all are going through. And again, if this has been of value to you, if you found anything in here that's helped you and you think it could help someone else, please share it. And I always welcome the comments. I try to answer any kind of comment, whatever. And again, I also like to say, guys, if there's anything that you're struggling with, shoot me a direct message and see if, I'll be glad to teach on something that somebody's struggling with. And if I don't know how to fix it, or I don't know how to come up with a solution, I'll figure it out. I'll find out for you. Because like I said before, my sincere desire is to help and serve you and make sure that you grow, because my success is tied to it. I want to see everyone succeed, because when we all succeed and keeping our businesses going, the whole community is going to grow. If you grow your business enough where you can eventually start hiring people, now you're helping people realize their dreams. So always remember that your business is bigger than just yourself. And remember the impact that you can have. You can change a whole community if you're able to create a business where you start hiring folks, or opening up a second store or a third store or whatever. So again, I will be on again on Monday. I'm always on Monday and Thursdays at 7 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't gone over to my fan page, it's JL Bumbrey 411 Marketing. Please go over there and like the page so that you'll be notified when I go live. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That again is also JL Bumbrey. And these trainings are always in the JL or Anti-Guru training videos. That's the playlist. Now, there are a couple of other ones in there. I got an online marketing playlist with some other stuff, but this is my best. This is where my best training is, guys. So remember, it's Thursday. We're coming up on the weekend. So you know what I'm getting ready to say. Make sure that you enjoy yourself this weekend. Make sure that you do something nice for somebody. A random act of kindness is its own reward. Be a blessing to somebody so that you can be blessed. My cousin Jay can definitely attest to how blessings flow, because he blesses people all the time, as he's doing right now. He is a man among men. So again, I appreciate everybody that came on live, and we will see you again on Monday. And remember my motto: if you want something that you've never had, you have to become someone that you've never been. We love you. Peace.